Good Thursday to you. Today, on today's vlog, we're going to, or video, or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to continue with the crazy laws theme because, quite frankly, they just crack me up. Today, we're going to do the great redneck state of Alabama. Now, Alabama, as you could pretty well figure out, has got some crazy fucking laws. And once again, I just wanted to let everybody know that these videos with these state laws are not meant to insult anybody. They are simply for your enjoyment, for you to understand that there are still some crazy fucking laws on the books that just have never fallen off and make no sense whatsoever. So, also, I do have relatives who live in Alabama, so if you get offended at me making fun of Alabama, well, I guess they'll be offended at me too. It's not that big of a deal, but here we go. Okay. I love this one. Apparently, this is a big problem down there. In Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache that will cause laughter in church. So apparently, if you're a crack up and you want to go to church with a fake mustache on and make everybody laugh, you're going to go to jail for that one. It's illegal to impersonate anybody, any person of the clerical order, religion, priests, rabbis, and all that. I don't know, they have rabbis. Is there a lot of heavy Jews in Alabama? I really don't know. I've never been to Alabama. I know it's the home of Forrest Gump. He likes to go to Greenbow, Alabama. Quote from the movie. I love this one. It's illegal to drive the wrong way down a one-way street if you have a lantern attached to the front of your automobile. I'm sure this dates back to like the 1800s when they had to use lanterns and stuff, or 1900s, excuse me, when automobiles were first starting to come about. But it's still, these are just some crazy goddamn laws. And I love this one. Putting salt on a railroad track may be punishable by death. If you put salt on a railroad track, they will put you to death. Apparently, they don't like to have their railroad tracks assaulted. I know, hang up the humor. Just read the laws. This is a good one too, and I think this is the only one that you could ever find in Alabama. Sorry, I was looking up. There's a cat looking at my kitty from the other video. She's up there looking at me. Boogers may not be flicked into the wind. This is an honest-to-God law, people. Boogers cannot be flicked into the wind. Like I said before, and many times before that, I do not write them. I am just simply reading them to you so you can laugh along with it. It's, you must have by law in Alabama, you must have windshield wipers on your car. You just have to have them. Apparently, there's checkpoints throughout Alabama where they don't do DUI checkpoints, they do windshield wiper checkpoints. I love this one too. You may not have an ice cream cone in your back pocket at any time within the borders of the state of Alabama. Anytime. So if you're planning on smuggling ice cream cones in your back pocket, it's not happening, sorry. Any type of mask cannot be worn in public. It's considered offensive. This is an old rule. This has got to date back to the horse-drawn carriages. It is considered an offense to open an umbrella in fear that it may spook horses. I don't understand if they mean horses in a pasture or horses on the street, but I'm sure it comes from the 1800s. Still, nonetheless, it's quite funny. And I love this one. Apparently, the county of Lee County in Alabama has a real problem with peanuts being sold on Wednesdays after sundown, because it is illegal to sell peanuts in Lee County after sundown on Wednesdays. I don't know what sundown and Wednesdays have to do with Lee County. Maybe there's some sort of, I don't know, maybe there's a peanut mulati or a peanut mafia or something that comes in on Wednesdays only. I don't know. I just don't know. And I love this one. Again, this is only one that you're going to hear from Alabama. It is illegal for a driver of a vehicle to operate said vehicle on public highways while blindfolded. Okay, so if you're planning on doing, what's that, Bird Box Challenge? Is that what that thing is? Is that stupid shit that these morons do, where they blind themselves and do everyday tasks? And some girl did that. She actually blindfolded herself and drove and wrecked her car and couldn't figure out why she was being arrested for it. Maybe because you're fucking stupid. Dominoes, the game of dominoes, the little squares with the numbers on them, cannot be played on Sunday in Alabama. It just cannot be played on Sunday in Alabama. Apparently, there's a problem with that too. Now the sun's coming out and it's really starting to blind me here. So let me get a little closer to the camera. Not that you really want to see my face any closer to the camera. Now, this is in Anniston, Alabama. Anniston, Alabama. You may not wear blue jeans while on Noble Street at any given time. If you're from Alabama and you know Anniston and you know Noble Street, maybe you could leave a comment as to why you can't wear blue jeans on Noble Street in Anniston, Alabama. I have no idea. Also in Auburn, Alabama, no person can spit upon a church floor at any given time. Now, this says Alabama again all over it. Men who deflower virgins, take away their virginity, deflower virgins regardless of their age or marital status, may face 5 years in jail. So if you're walking down the road, you see a nice little girl, you say, "Hey, are you a virgin?" She says, "Yeah," you're going to jail for 5 years. But that's just a taste of the craziness in Alabama. Let me see if I can find any more. Oh, bear wrestling. Goddamn son. Bear wrestling. I'm trying not to get in this. Bear wrestling matches are prohibited within the state boundaries of Alabama. Oh, and I love this one. I don't know if this is a big problem, but this is going to be the last one. It's illegal to maim one's self to escape jury duty. So apparently there's a lot of people out there in Alabama who don't want to go to jury duty so bad that they're willing to hurt themselves to not go. But they can't do that because then they'll get arrested. And instead of being in the jury, they'll be looking at the jury. So once again, I have a gecko crawling up my leg. Once again, that is the crazy ass laws version Alabama. I'm at a complete loss at why these things even exist. But with that being said, I'm out of here. Going to make this a nice little short video. If you want to hear another state's crazy laws, leave it in the comments. And remember, like button, hit the like button, and please subscribe right there. Subscribe, please. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we'll see you again on the next video. Until then, bye.